Coach Cliff Godwin is now downstairs as the Pirates win this one 7-4 here tonight. And Coach, there's a lot to like after this game here tonight. Let me ask you about your starting pitcher, because you told me before the game you just had a gut feeling he was going to pitch really well here tonight. And boy, did he ever.
Well, I just know Cooch. I know he's a competitor. I said this a few weeks ago. He's a winner. He's won his entire life, and I just felt good about it. And I normally don't say stuff like that to you, Corey, but I told you that. I guess it was off the air, but I felt pretty good that Cooch was going to go out there and be Cooch, and he was really good. And he gave us a great opportunity to win. And then Gavin, came in behind him and did a tremendous job. 15 strikeouts, no freebies. We've been harping, or Coach Dietrich and Coach Knight have been harping on the pitchers about limiting the freebies, and to punch out 15 guys and not walk anybody was pretty special.
Jeff, several guys who've produced for us all year were not the mainstays tonight. Instead, it was 7, 8, and 9. Worrell, Newton, and Giles all collecting 8 hits collectively.
Yeah, his at-bats have been a lot better the past 10 days, and I knew it was coming. You just don't know when it's going to come, but it came tonight. Of course, Ben Newton had a great night. Of course, Ryder had a great night. So it really lengthens our lineup when those guys are swinging the bat good. They did a great job. And I just told our team that everybody's not going to be hot all the time. So guys have to pick each other up, and Bryson, Ben, and Ryder pick those guys up tonight.
Yeah, when the bottom of the order is doing what they did tonight, Connor's been sensational this year. Seth Caddell's been sensational this year. You have Thomas Francisco in the middle of your lineup going 3 for 4, getting on 4 times. But when that bottom 3 of the order is doing what they did tonight, this team's going to be almost unbeatable.
Well, I don't know about unbeatable, Corey. I appreciate you saying that. But Moreland had 2 line drives as well. Also, Norby hit the ball hard twice. That's the thing you can't see in a box score. And Franny had quality at bats. Zach walked a couple times. So those are the things we just got to keep in our approach, keep the chain connected, whatever our approach is. And I thought our guys were good. A lot of 2-out RBIs as well.
Yeah, this one had to feel great to open up this weekend, Coach. And what a great way to start off this weekend against a team that's coming in red hot. We will see you tomorrow for game 2.
All right. Thanks, Corey. Thanks, Coach O.
Okay, guys, we're going to open up the questions for Coach Godwin. Make sure you turn your microphones off if you are not asking a question. Thank you.
Get him, Malcolm.
Coach, start off when Kuchmaner came out of the game. He had a huge standing ovation by the crowd, and it's probably the most lively crowd we've seen so far this year. Just how much more did that mean after going so long without the fans?
It was awesome. I knew, of course, Cooch staring at me that he didn't want to come out, but he was in the 90-ish pitch count. How many pitches did he throw here? 93. So we were going to let him go to 100, but just with that long at bat the last guy had, and he just was out there, just thought it was a good time to go to Gavin and get Cooch a little standing O, which is always awesome for a guy that's gone out there and done his job to get a standing O by Pirate Nation.
You touched on free talk to some year, 15 strikeouts and no walks. Just how impressive that on a Friday night, especially, kind of.
Ronnie, you kind of broke up a little bit, but I'm going to go with this. They like to swing. They're into trying to hit balls out of the yard a lot. So Cooch did a really good job of locating his fastball, locating his changeup, mixing a breaking ball in every once in a while. And then, guy gets a good swing on Gavin's first fastball, which Gavin would tell you was right down the middle, and the guy's one of the best hitters in the country and put a good swing on it. But Gavin pitched tonight. I mean, he threw 4 pitches for strikes, and really I was worried about the inning that they kept changing pitchers, and he just kept sitting around, and then he was out there throwing 97 miles an hour with 3 all-speed pitches. So really great to see him be able to pitch, and also no freebies. So it was really good by Cooch and Gav just to, keep the rest of the bullpen fresh for the rest of the weekend.
Coach, can you elaborate a little bit on Ben Newton's performance at the plate tonight? He's
seeing the ball really good, and he's starting to believe he's a good hitter. and he's really just solidified himself to be in the lineup every day. It doesn't matter if it's lefties or righties. They brought the lefty in to face him, and he smacks a single to left field. He's got a really short, simple swing, and him and I have worked a lot over the past 2 years, and he would tell you, as Bryant Packard told me, that that's the best hitting job I've ever done. So that's coming from Bryant Packard, seeing the development of Ben Newton. But all the credit goes to Ben Newton for buying into coaching, and now, his hard work's coming to fruition.
Coach, you mentioned kind of Gavin, his ability to pitch tonight. It was obvious they were hunting the fastball early. How good was it to see him kind of mix it up and even throw some sliders, 2 different breaking balls, and really get them off balance?
His slider is the best it's ever been tonight consistently, along with the breaking ball. He threw a good change up to McCabe his second time that he faced him. It's just good because that's what he's going to have to do. And if we want to eventually move him into a starter's role, you got to have more than one pitch. And he's continued to develop, and we're excited to see him continue to develop those pitches. Coach Dietrich and Coach Knight and Gavin have worked really hard on those over the past year, and now it's showing up in the game, which is great to see.
Coach, you touched on it a little bit earlier, but Ryder Giles obviously got off to a little bit of a tough start this year at the plate. So just how great has his confidence gotten over the past couple of weeks, 3 consecutive 2-hit games?
Yeah. Well, Jonathan, the first thing is Ryder actually hit the ball really hard the first weekend, as Bryson did, but had nothing to show for it. So when you guys look at batting average, which I don't look at because you can't control batting average, it's the dumbest stat in the world, in my opinion, but I didn't create baseball. So, but we talk about quality at bats, and Ryder was just being a little tick underneath the baseball. He's not a guy that's going to drive the ball out of the yard. So I talked to him about a week ago. I said, hey, man, we need to start missing down. And now he's hitting those low line drives and ground balls that are getting through. And he's done a really good job selling out to it. And Ryder is still a great offensive player, in my opinion, along with one of the best shortstops I've ever coached.
For Jake.
Jake, it seemed like the end of your outing, the last 4 or 5 batters, you were really kind of motivated. How much did you want to just finish that out strong?
We got some momentum going offensively. So my thought process was just to flip the innings as quick as I could. I knew that they were probably going to take some more pitches to get my pitch count up. So Stump did a really good job all day calling the game. So I thought we had a good little rhythm there. And like I said, the plan was to just get back in the dugout. So.
Jake, when you left the game, obviously you had a really big standing ovation by the crowd. Just how nice was that after going so long without him?
It was cool. I mean, obviously it was really cool to get some fans back in the stands and hear them all game, get going early. So, really cool experience.
Jake, what do you feel like was working particularly well for you tonight overall?
Just the rhythm we had going. I felt like, their hitters were getting frustrated, and then Stump just calling a really good game. Like I said, behind the plate, we had a really good plan. And him just keeping – me and him were in sync all day. So, that goes to Stump for what he did today behind the plate.
Jake, it seemed like it was a pretty big zone for both teams. Is that something you can kind of feed off of early in the game, kind of get a feel for, and then pitch to that as it goes along?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you're looking for. If if you can start to inch off more and more and more, and still get the call, then that's the goal. And then communicate that to the offense. That's what's going on. And I thought we did a really good job of offensively taking care of business and scoring runs. So I think we did a good job all around.